Hey, 7th grade students. We are continuing on our journey through the life scenarios through Banzai, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. Hopefully you guys finished the warm-up activity of the life scenarios. So I'm going to go ahead and click here to enter, and then you guys have already taken the pretest. You've completed the warm-up. Now this time we're going to click on life scenarios again. Now, if you haven't finished the warm-up, it's going to give you this screen, this alert that just says, okay, go back, no thanks, I'll be all right. For me, I'm going to go ahead and click no thanks, I'll be all right. Now, this is going to be very similar to what you did in the warm-up, but it's not going to be self-guided. So let me go through this with you to have you guys get a better understanding of what I'm talking about here. Okay, it says warm-up brought you to or taught you to use Banzai. Let's see how well you can manage a real budget. I'm going to go ahead and click the blue button. To win this game, you must save enough for future ambitions. So they're giving you examples like college, registration, a trade school, expenses, or even a fund to start your own business. So basically, we're talking about an emergency fund. And you want to have enough to save enough for $2,000. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click next. Think of this as a jump start for whatever you're going to do next. So like the scenarios we did last time, we had one down here that said reserves. Now this is going to be replaced with future fund. However, if you look, you notice that our three accounts are the same. So we have our cash, our checking, and our credit card. And then the rest of our budget, those categories are the same. The only thing that's different is future fund instead of reserves, which is really just the same type of thing, okay? All right, now we want to put as much as we can into future fund, but we can't go without our other needs, okay? So this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. You can't run out of time, or you can, but we don't want to because you're going to have a limited number of scenarios. So it's not like it's going to go on and on and on until you save the $200 or $2,000. You're going to have a limited amount, and I'm going to show you a couple things that you need to pay attention to, okay? So go ahead and click next. Now, the game is already started. So it says hard work pays off. Your boss just promoted you to assistant manager at the bookstore. So this is good. Not only do you get to be in charge, but you get a nice raise. The boss gave you an extra $5 an hour and a one-time $300 bonus. From now, this is where it gets tricky. You are going to decide which parts of your budgets you're going to put your money into. So remember, we want to be able to put as much as we can into our future fund, but we can't ignore our other parts of our budgets, which are those items that we actually need, okay? So, oops. You're going to decide that. This part is going to be the most helpful. So up here, we have the game, but then you have this area up here called bills, okay? And this is really, really important. We have 3 paychecks throughout this game, okay? So you're limited, like I said, in the number of transactions you have because the game is going to last you through 3 paychecks. But it will also tell you, so right now we haven't gotten paid yet, but it says you'll receive 3 more paychecks before the game ends. So every time you get a new paycheck or you're about to, it's going to tell you the bills that you have coming up. So we know that we need rent, and we have $0 here in rent. And we also have cell phone, which is close to $80. And so we're going to need to put that down here as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click next. It says go ahead and put the from your paycheck the $890.40 into checking, and then spread it across your budget categories. So I'm going to go ahead and add the $890.40 because we always know it gets directly deposited to our checking account. All right, now it says add that part of the budget, so the entire amount, somewhere here. Well, we know that our rent is due, so we need to be able to cover that. I'm going to put $400 in rent, and then we need to take it or put it into somewhere else. Well, where does our cell phone come from? Is it utilities or is it other? That's what you have to remember. Let's say I put it into other. Let's say I say it's, where is this? $79.99. I can put it in other. Let's say it also comes in utilities. The nice thing is it's going to continue to subtract the amount for us. So let's say I think I might need some for my car, but that's not coming up on my bill. However, I do know that I'm going to have to eat between now and then. So let's say I put $200 into food. Now it says that I have $210.41 I'm going to add to my budget. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add it to my future fund and cross my fingers, and hopefully that's enough. So you're going to click done. You're ready to move on. Important note, when you need to move cash between checking and cash, you'll withdraw or deposit buttons, just like what we did before. Okay, so based on the scenarios you check, it's going to present you with different options. So one example, let's say you splurge and get a brand new cell phone, but the person sitting next to you, your classmate, just gets a regular old flip phone. Based on the options you choose, you're not all going to have the same scenarios, okay? So that's important. So now we've broken down on the side of the road. Your transmission is shot, which means bad news for us. The mechanic says it's going to cost $520 to fix it, but he's not confident it will last. That promotion, thankfully, came in just in time. So here's your choice. Are we going to fix the car, or are we going to go shopping for a new car? If I fix it, who knows what it's going to actually cost, or am I going to get a new car? That's totally up to you. So if I click choose to fix the car, now I've got to withdraw that amount, and I've got to take it out from different areas of my budget. Okay, so all of this is just kind of trial and error. Remember to make sure that you come up here and always check your upcoming bills, how many paychecks that you have, as well as what bills are coming up, and the rest you are on your own. Just take your time. I will be honest with you, it took me 2 times to actually win the game, and yes, I might have raged a few times, so you can do this, and this is just kind of testing the waters to see how financially smart or stable you can be, or vice versa, what you need to do to improve on that, okay? Good luck.